Hi everybody and welcome back to Roll for Damage. It has been a while. I'm really sorry that the break was as extended as it was. I got married to that pink one at the end there. Oh, no, in the middle actually, on your screen. Who's now nice and sick because I was sick all week, which is why we didn't run last week. And we've both been working extra overtime and stuff the weeks before. It's been a busy 5-6 weeks, but we're here now. I'm gonna try to make sure everything runs smoothly, and we get to a nice end of the season when I'm just watching as the screen moves, Shelby. And a nice end, at an end of the season. This game isn't known for its niceness. We don't do that shit here, apparently. They always find a way to ruin it.
Surely don't. Hey, you're the one who cuts off our arms. Just saying.
I feel like if you didn't want to lose arms, you shouldn't go swinging swords. So, anyways, I'm going to get a really quick round of intros, 25 words or less. We'll do this like the was it sending or message spell, whichever one.
Sending.
Mr.
Thank DM.
Message has no limit. It's just a distance.
Love you, Shannon. All right, so we will go. You know what? You can start first, Shannon. And just so you remember, you are a community manager, and you play Scarlet over there, and you play Sloan here.
Well, you just did all my 25 words, so.
Yeah, well, it's made it very easy for you.
I'm Shannon from Paradise Productions. I community manage, play lots of D&D. Oh, those don't count.
Neither do those. Neither do those. Yep.
Happy to be back with my friends for some fun. I don't know if that was 20 or 25, but.
I like that you sounded very robotic, like, happy to be back with my friends for fun. Beep, boop, beep. Just.
Yeah, surprise, I'm actually a robot.
Well, apparently Sean is as well, so is it just all Americans? Yeah? Okay.
Some of us are just Florida people, okay?
Okay. I do apologize for the standby technical difficulties screen before we continue. My overlays broke, and this is the only thing I had on hand this morning, so we're just gonna go with it. And if anyone in the crew notices anyone in the chat saying anything about it, just quickly be like, overlay's broken, this is what we're doing. And I will try to fix it this week. Yeah. Anyways, next up, we have Sean.
Sean. Person. DM. Survivor of Nova.
Your ums count.
I'm a wizard, so I'm just gonna cast it again. I am also the inventor of Sending Plus, which has no limit. So
Just using message.
I'm Sean. I play Orc, and I am the DM and creative director of Paradise Productions, and I'm dying a little bit. So
Doing great.
That's me. I'm sorry. I should explain. I have a sore throat, so I might be muted quite a bit tonight, but excited to be here.
Yeah, we're all a little bit under the weather in some way, shape, or form. You've got sick Sean, sick me, sick Shro, Sloane's exploding into babies, and Shelby's from Florida, which is bad enough as it is. So we're all suffering. Anyways, next up we do have Shro, tea drinker, or is that coffee?
Life juice.
Yep, coffee.
Yep. Hi, I'm Shro. I'm sick. Awesome. I'm playing Tig. Tig, try help. Don't know bad stuff. Just be good. Tig, Love Tree, and Twig.
Okay. That's
That's the best I got.
okay.
Great success.
Great success.
I believe that's everyone important, so we'll go on, Shelby. Bye,
Last
Shelby.
but never least, we have Shelby.
Sassy today. Come on, Shelby. We love you.
She was pre-sassing me last night, so I just threw some stuff out there.
A pre-sass, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come on, we love you. Please tell us.
Hi. Hello, I'm Shelby. Sheepy-deepy-doo. Play Nia, problem child. Getting better, maybe. Let's see how this goes.
Hi, I'm Nova. I don't need to follow the rules. I keep making these noises while I keep putting up fingers. I'm the DM, I run and roll for damage. We've been a bit slow lately because life's been busy. We've been cutting a few shows and doing a few things. And we're going to try to do some revamping over the course of the year. But scales will still be our big game for the foreseeable. Even when Shannon explodes. We will be taking... Yes, just... Poof, and then babies.
Baby, there's only one.
Just... Babies sounds better. Explodes into babies is better than explodes
This
into
is how
baby.
he thinks
Because otherwise
it
it's just
works?
like you, and it's just like a U-sized baby, which is weird.
And you're making this
make
whole
it
thing
weird.
kind of
Thinks
weird.
it works.
Yep. This is what my Australian education taught me.
Shannon's gonna go on maternity leave, but she's gonna come back. It's not permanent, guys. We just need her to learn about her new human, and Kyle just can't say this properly. There you go, Kyle.
Thanks, Shelby.
No. She is being replaced by the new human on Scales Above.
That's correct.
I will
She's-
be taking them under my wing and teaching them
She's
all
going
of the
to
rules.
be using
All
with
of the
baby
ways
carriers
of
on her
rogue.
chest and just stand
Baby
there.
Bjorn.
Yeah, stand there. So it's just the baby just
Move the arms about and
like
be
the
like,
floppy
and
head,
I
not knowing any
can't-
idea what's going on. Like when Sean waves at the end of the session.
Tiny plushy axe and just.
I'm kind of like a baby right now. I'm swaddled.
Yes,
Oh,
you are a very cute baby, Sean.
Swaddled.
So, we're going to get this started in just a moment. We've had our usual shenanigans and bullshittery at the start where we don't do anything. And I'm going to get... Did I manage to splash coffee from my empty mug? The fuck?
Good job.
Yeah, I know. I have something wrong with me.
My husband is skilled at random
Things
stuff.
you don't need to be skilled at.
Yeah.
Can I get... You know what, Sean, I've decided to do the recap right now like that, just because you look like an old wizard. Or like the hobo that passes on wisdom in the like cartoons and movies. Just like, oh, I knew
walk up to
about that.
Someone be like, excuse me, I am homeless.
I just want to put the warning out there, Kyle. Don't be shocked when this is another 1 hour recap.
Yep.
So,
Oh, I'm here for this.
I'm quite warm under this now.
He's stuck.
Stay a while and listen. So, the Scales Above is a story about terrible people who do terrible things, and terrible things happen to them. And it's all a bunch of, but then there's Tig, who's really happy. But last time, at the end of the last season, there was a. I'm blanking for a second. We fought Hexen, or Hexen the many-handed. Was it handed or armed?
Many-handed.
Fingered. Handed. Okay.
Handed, many-handed.
The many-fingered.
Many-handed. We're gonna end that now. It's Hexen the Many-Handed. I wrote it down.
The many-handed.
Let's just move on. Thank you.
We fought him. And it was a very, very, very difficult fight. And we basically were down to our last possible chance of succeeding without running away. And thankfully, I had one last spell that dealt a different type of damage because he had a special feature where he he learned how to resist and then eventually become immune to any damage dealt to him, which was real fucked up of him. So we were boiled all the way down to my cantrip, Shocking Grasp, to take care of that. So I got the kill. Pretty cool. There were some other things that happened earlier in the session. I'm mixing up sessions. I'm like blending the last three all together in my head. Because nope, that was his previous session. Never mind. After the fight, Tig ripped out my eye in an aggressive move of friendliness.
Aggressive.
And
You had something in your eye. That's all.
yeah, and then she replaced it with her own eye. So I have a treant eye, or a dryad eye, or a fey eye, and my other eye is just in my hand now. Granted, it was always a stone and not an eye. What else happened? I feel like something happened before we got into the fight.
You filled your magic mansion full of demons.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me, because I would have walked in there. Damn it, you're right. I did
Like
fill
a demon lord walked
Why
through.
did you do that?
He tried to
Okay.
cast
I
something
remember.
and wild magic went on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to manipulate and bend time really, really aggressively.
The same thing
And-
that he's done the
As you
last
do.
few times that has caused demons to enter the world. This is not the first time he has brought
It's
demons
not the
into the
first
world
time.
through wild magic.
However, between seasons,
I myself.
between seasons, I rewarded you for your trying to meddle with time, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I got some fun stuff out of that, which we'll see. But basically, I tried to look through timelines and I tried to peer into the multiverse, and I did. I saw a timeline where Sloane is awful, and the conqueror and slaughterer of billions and millions of people.
Oh, I think
And,
I was there for that.
yeah,
I knew that.
Yeah, you killed my daughter in that timeline. And I saw a timeline where it was just nice. It was just nice. I had a grandkid who was like really good at magic.
A timeline when Oric didn't go out for cigarettes.
Yeah, essentially. So it was fun to see different timelines, and then we got ready for a big old fight, and we did it, and we killed him, and it was a great success. We got Nia's arm back, the dragon arm, from Hexen, and we're gonna do some surgery. And yeah, and I'm gonna take the old arm, because don't let arms go to waste. In the words of Hexen, the many-handed, don't let arms go to waste. Or maybe he wasted arms because he had many.
So
But
Maybe
that's as
they're
much as I
from all
remember
the
right now.
people he
So
ate.
please
Who knows?
fill in the blanks.
let's not forget that Nia actually has two regular arms now, and then
Yeah,
you've
that's
got
why we're
the
saying
old
surgery.
metal one, and you've got the one that was a tongue for a while.
Oh yeah.
So I'm
Well,
going to cut my
wanna
arm
keep
off
the
so
metal
we
one.
can graft this new one on, please.
Sure. Sloan will do
Yay.
anything if you ask her nice enough.
Be fine. We're going to
I-
figure this
yeah.
out.
So
A lot of arm business. A lot of arm business that needs to happen.
we will start more or less like 5 minutes have passed after the Hexen fight and all that sort of, eye ripping out stuff.
I'm sorry, I totally asked this question and then did not listen to the answer. Was I in this fight?
Yeah.
Like, did somebody pilot Sloan?
Yeah.
You were here for it, weren't you?
Was I?
Yeah, he would.
I was?
Mm-hmm. This is the season finale last year.
I think you might have left like half an hour before the end, but that was fine.
Like, I definitely remember Sloane being there because there was a competition between Sloane and Tig on who could be the better barbarian. That was like a bit throughout that
Yep,
encounter.
and then I went and patted her on the head, and it's like, it's okay. One day you'll be big and strong like Tig.
You also threw Nia up on one of you threw Nia up to the up onto Hexen. So like that was a thing that happened.
Got it.
We battle broads it out, all three of us.
That's right.
did.
That's right. Okay, thank
We're
you.
the battle broads.
We got you.
Got it.
You get it. You got baby brain. It's fine.
Baby brain.
It's all good.
You have like the little kids hair thing sticking up.
You do. Oh my god, you do. You got the palm tree.
You definitely look like a little bit of a tot right now. So, anyways, you're all pretty tired, exhausted, and yeah, the dancer has left. So whatever you've got with you is what you've got. And your guide that was going to take you to the tower is now running the Northern Alliance. So you have to sort of figure it out yourselves. Here's not so bad. So it's a mostly bless you, mostly destroyed town, city. But it's actually more of a medium-sized port town here. But there's still some greenery. The mountains are climbing to if you're got your back to the ocean, off to your right is the mountains that sweep up, and on the other side of that is Etredale. Where you are now used to be Etredale until the Fire Nation attacked, and the demons came and caused some problems. You can see on the side of the mountain every now and again where there would be copses of trees and woodland. Some areas are just, there'll be green, and then there'll just be like this vein of almost grey running through it, where the trees aren't just dead, they're sort of this grey ashy colour that sort of like flakes. Think of kind of like the Upside Down Stranger Things, where there's like that ashy, just like that sort of like
creepy.
Yeah, it's all rotting away, and where in any of those grey areas where you can see the ground, there's these sort of fissures that go quite deep that you can see this glowing orange light coming from. That's all up the side of the mountain heading further inland, but where you are isn't too corrupt, probably because of the proximity to the beach and not the heartland of this place. From what you've been told, you know that you do have to head sort of inland quite a bit to get to the tower. So, I'll start with Sean with his eye in his hand. Good old Auric. What would you like to do in this situation while everyone else is recovering? I think you were the one least tired, but now you have a bit of a sore face.
I think Auric would be probably back in his room.
On the boat that's not there?
I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, not that. I'm very used to us having rooms. I don't think he's
empty.
due.
If you want to find a room, you can.
I would like to find a room that is empty, that's not super destroyed, and set up shop a little bit. And I guess I would try to process what's going on by studying the things that I have. Is looking at the eye, and I want to test if I can still use it, and I want to test what the hell the Tig's eye does to me. You know, I want to maybe do an identify on Tig's eye.
Mm-hmm. Okay, make a arcane and a nature check, please. I'll remember where I put my dice.
You got it, boss.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm like, hey, Sean, do all the talking. And you're like, I have a sore throat.
The Arcana check is a 23.
Mm-hmm.
And the Nature check is a 24.
This seems to be a more organic eye. Not really much magic to it, but what it has done somewhat is purified the area where you were a bit more scratched up, and you find a piece of mirror that you can look into, where before you had gouges where you'd have to take your eye out. Those gouges have almost small green veins running under them, which appear healthy, not having done a lot of damage to you. And depending on the light, you have this almost pearlescent green and purpley black eye. So it's in certain light it looks like your other one, how it would naturally look, and then in others it's very similar to a wild elf Tig eye.
Okay.
So it is more or less natural, and you do feel a connection to nature a bit more than you did in the past. Almost immediately you feel the pulse of the ocean behind you as this life-giving energy, and you can feel the sort of death and decay and corruptness of the corruption of the land ahead of you.
Okay. I think Oric would take a moment after feeling this and sort of just sit down in whatever chair he can scrape together, if there's one there, staring out the window, or if there's a window or hole in the wall, depending on how destroyed this building is.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll just sigh and sit back and stare out with his thinking face on, one might say. And occasionally staring at the eye, the void eye. And he's really just trying to contemplate what to do next with all of this. He's never been free of this thing in such a way for a while. So I don't think he has a direct action that he wants to do right now with it, other than reach out and ensure he can still use the eye. And kind of after processing, sitting back, staring out into the ocean, he would then sort of hold his hand out to one, just very basically summon the eye to him like an arcane focus. And then just sort of doing very simple manipulations of spells through it, just to make sure he can still use it in that way.
Okay. Once again, I'm going to get you to do an Arcana check. And
Got it, bones.
Oh, I will mute my mic for a second, for I must type. 1 second.
Okay. That is a well, math is not my strong suit today. That is a 28.
A 28. Okay. So you try to do some manipulations, and the eye just kind of spins a few times on the spot, and then it turns to look at you, and you see it sort of
Focus.
Yes, contract. The people contract down to small, almost staring at you before.
Dilate.
Dilate's the other way.
Yeah, contract would be what I think you're going for here.
Yep, that's what I was going for. And then you see like an energy inside it that you've had before. This faint, almost like pull towards the eye. And with a bit of control, you manage to shut that down before the sphere that's been inside the eye leaves and does any damage. But you, apart from a bit of almost like telekinesis with it, where you can move it around and manipulate it, it's not letting you use it as a focus anymore. It seems to be holding, lack of a better term, holding a grudge after it's been taken from your head. There was deals made, and it feels slighted.
Auric would stare at the orb, narrowing his own eyes at it. No, he'll talk to it real quick. He'll just say, not playing very fair, are we now? As he'll slink out his because he actually is pretty tired, because I took 3 levels of exhaustion. So that's why my voice is hoarse. He drags his spell book out and plops it down like it's too heavy for him. And he'll just reach for the eye. He'll just kind of cup it telekinetically so that it's not touching his skin. Stare at it one more time. It's that way, is it? And then he'll just slam it into the book where there's a slot for it that it used to stay in. And just out of pure anger, or not even, like, it's not exactly anger, it's more ferocity. He casts, almost as if he's trying to dominate it in a way, immovable object on it, not knowing that this doesn't do anything long term. It's just a kind of like get back where you belong in his mind.
Okay.
Also to ensure to himself that he can still use that kind of magic.
Because you can still move the immovable object, can't you, yourself, but no one else can?
I can, but no one else can. Well, they can do a strength check to try to rip it out.
The eye is not gonna be able to do much at the moment with this. But yeah, so it just slams in, locks tight, and you get this almost like little grunt of rage, and you feel anger, and then there's a moment because you don't feel feelings. And as you're sort of thinking about it, you can I get every character to explain how they're feeling right now? We'll start with Nia.
I don't even know. I need to know if she's awake, for one. Was I
Sure.
woken up? Nia doesn't know where to go from here. So she's lost, I guess.
Okay.
And she's holding her severed arm, and her dead brother's like right there, and she's like, now what?
Okay. Sloan, how do you feel?
I imagine that because this is right after the battle's done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is where we are. So I imagine Sloane's on her knees holding the sword and kind of, it's gonna sound corny, but she feels heavy. Like not just physically heavy, but like emotionally heavy, and just a lot of shit's been going on, so she's tired and just feels heavy.
Okay. Sure.
So basically at this point Tig has pretty much just scooped out his eyeball.
And then he's
We've
walked
just
away,
finished-
and you've got the dead bodies and stuff around. So yeah.
Okay. I think Tig's probably just feeling pretty chill, and she's just like, can't let this go to waste. We're gonna have a snack. We're gonna start picking up all the bits and pieces, and packing a lunchbox.
Picking up
So she's
bits of hexen and packing a lunchbox.
until someone tells her otherwise. Yes, we're looking for fingers. We want finger snacks.
Finger food. Got it. All right.
Finger food. Yeah, I'm
So-
loyal to my character.
She's a cannibal. All right. So, Auric, you are feeling this sort of heaviness, this both this physical, mental, emotional tiredness. You're feeling lost and a little peckish, along with some anger, and I'm gonna get you to do a charisma check, please.
Just a straight check or a saving throw?
Just a straight check.
Cool. What is my... Oh, 19.
It's really good.
Only have a +2, rolled a 17.
You realize that these feelings aren't really your own, but they're echoes of what people around you are feeling. This eye that sort of connects you to nature is letting you, is allowing a regular person who has a soul and feelings wouldn't necessarily get this happening to them. But because you are empty, you echo with what's around you a little bit now.
Auric is... I'm overwhelmed by this. I haven't felt much in a long time. Only one other experience of overwhelming emotion. And even if some of these emotions are smaller, they're still heavy. So Auric, as kind of like the meandering dissonant magic of the immovable object starts to dissipate, I imagine it's these gold chains that come down and then disappear over the eye. He would then sort of clasp at his forehead and go to the window and look for them, and stare at them to try to understand this, which is, I believe, when he would realize what's going on. He knows it won't do anything, but he'll to close down everything else, he'll cast silence around him. Even though he'll still feel those feelings, he just wants to shut everything else out.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Can I go check on him eventually? Just like after I am done being there. Just go find him.
While they're doing this, I'm
33.
going to...
Just one sec, sure.
Yep.
Did you roll a natural 20?
No, I rolled an 18.
Okay. Does Auric want to shut the feelings out?
Yes.
Due to your mastery of the silence spell, where you've actually been able to create a bubble where you can have sound in, I will say that it only lasts half as long, and since you rolled so high, you actually do manage to shut out all sound, all feelings, There's nothing can get inside this bubble really now but like air. It's just you just can't. All you hear is a little bit of the wind coming past, but everything else, nothing. Just it's a weird sort of silent spell which you've accidentally thrown together. You're not sure you could do it another time.
Yeah. Oric would then kind of just lean back and sigh as his eyes open back onto the now silent ocean, staring out to it with the only sounds as being the breeze and his own blood flowing in his veins.
Okay.
For 5 minutes. But that's all he needs.
5 minutes of serenity before Sloane comes kicking in the door.
I'm not gonna kick in the door.
It's you.
I actually imagine that I'd go find him and try and call his name, but since the bubble's up, he won't hear me. So then I'll just I'll just sit in the back of the room so he's not by himself.
Okay.
And just wait.
Yeah,
So-
his eyes would just be or his back would be to you probably when you step
Right.
in, staring out the
Right.
window.
Exactly. So I'll just be there so you're not alone.
Sean, this is completely off topic, but I haven't been paying attention enough to this. Are you eating baby carrots again?
When is he not?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just have an empty bowl.
They're called snackables. Okay.
That's what you call fingers. Alright,
Yeah.
so... Nia.
Yes.
You're sitting there, you've got the arm. You've got
Yeah.
your brother's bubbly corpse as it's sort of like breaking down a little bit. It was very magical, and its magic is a little unstable after death. Now, you had a use of magic left. What was that originally? Do you remember?
Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Okay. I'll leave that at that then. What would you like to do in this moment? You're sitting there with your brother's arm, and
My
it's
brother's arm is fucking my arm, thank you. I took it
Shadow.
back, fuck him. Anyway, continue, sorry.
It's starting to get later in the day. Clouds are rolling in off the mountains.
I think the first thing she would be hyper aware of is, does she feel that emptiness still, that lack of presence? And I assume she does.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in just having literally no other idea what to do at that moment, just feeling that lost and not even really processing her friends around her, she is going to very robotically, still holding the arm, go into her bag and start taking out a little cup, her water skin, and the symbol to Saranaric that Ignis gave her.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to attempt to, can't say commune because she can't. She's going to attempt to pray, I think. It's the one thing she has left.
Make a religion check with disadvantage, please.
One moment. I have to do these in D&D Beyond. Okay. Rolled a 15 and a 16.
Which equals 2.
It's just flat. I don't have
Oh.
any mods.
Okay.
So it's 15. But do we have our hero points refreshed?
Had you used all of yours?
I burned mine to save Sean from to save Sean from the burning so that he could get the last kill on it. I remember I had Nia pulled Auric out of the AoE and jumped in herself so that Auric
You know
didn't
what?
go down.
I will say that given how nasty the Hexen fight was, everyone gains 1.
Then I would like to use it this session to pass this religion check because Nia is desperate.
You've already rolled, so you get a reroll, not auto pass. If you'd done it beforehand, it'd be different.
Well,
But you hadn't asked the question beforehand, so do a reroll. Do a reroll. Rules are rules. At 20.
20.
Okay.
Thank you, Kyle.
That's Miguel. See, I can say that because Tig is looking after her like she's her baby, so I guess so.
Someone needs to, okay?
It's okay.
I have lacked parental love my entire life.
You'll be big and strong like Tig, don't worry.
Tig should have seen Nia Jack Sparrowing around a boat. Tig would have been impressed.
Yeah, you lost your dads, Leaf and Zeros.
I was also, Tamel, I didn't get a chance to tell Tamel I
yeah.
wanted him to come with us. Because Tamel asked, but then we got pulled away, so I didn't get a chance to be like, actually, I kind of do want my dad with me. And if we're going to the cult, they might have your daughter, so we can get her. But no, that didn't happen, unfortunately, so.
I'm just logging into D&D Beyond so I can have your rolls up on my screen in the future. There we go. Cool.
Oh
Alrighty.
shit, my rolls were... I actually need to set my rolls so you'll see them.
Yep.
I always set them to self because I don't like spamming the chat.
No worries. So, despite the fact that the sun is currently behind the clouds, in the cup it is reflecting. That's all you get. Something's listening.
She takes a minute, I think, just staring at it. I think a little shocked that she actually seemed to have got a response. Before she looks down at the arm in her lap and she looks at the corpse of her brother. I know I have no right to ask. I've made mistakes. I've done terrible things. And I know where I'm going, and I just don't want them to all die because of my mistake. I want to stop this. I don't know if you can. But please walk with me for this.
Let's see how this goes for you, hey? You have the arm in front of you, right?
I do.
The sunlight reflects on it. And the arm starts to glow. The silver looking like it's going to become molten before it ashes away and rises into the sky towards the sun behind the clouds.
I think her immediate reaction is to be shocked and a bit distressed, but when she sees the ashes rising up, she pushes it down. I don't know what you're doing, but I trust you.
Okay. Thank you very much for the raid. Passive perception. I love the name.
That's a good one.
I like that one. It may Tig do something for a moment.
Are you swatting at the ashes?
No.
Seems like a tick thing. It's like,
Kind of is, yeah, but she understands fire bad.
yeah, fair enough.
I'll sort of follow it and go see her. I'm assuming she's probably looking a bit sad. I'm just-
Unsure is what I'd say. She looks
sure. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Jog over and just be like, gently tap her on the shoulder.
She's like kneeling down too, so you just have to really like bend down for her.
Yeah, so I'm just like, Nia.
Yeah. Is something wrong or?
I'm just gonna give her a gentle hug and wrap her up in a nice big hug and sprout some flowers.
You now have
Like-
no ribs left, Nia.
Gentle hug. I'm literally like, I don't know if I'm touching her, but I'm like making a circle around her.
Just
I'm
making
like,
a circle of love.
yeah, I'm just like lots of flowers. Like, you look sad, but Tig loves you. Tig loves you. Okay. Are you sad? Tig fix sad. Tig fix sad.
I'm not sad.
No. Oh, okay. Well, have flowers. Okay. Tig fix. And go run away and get my snacks again.
I think Nia will
I've
take
done my job.
one of the I think Nia will take one of the flowers and set it next to the cup.
Okay. Also sweet. As she leaves, you realize that there's her human, well, elven hand, not the tree in hand. As it's like leaves you, there's like a bloody smear. Because she's been playing with body parts, folks.
I'm gonna be honest. Nia got her ass kicked in this fight. I don't think she's gonna notice extra blood on her body right now.
Okay.
Hexen beat my ass.
Yep. As he should. Right.
Well,
so.
he's also dead. So.
So. Tig, is there anything else you want to do? Or are you just snapping off fingers and chewing on?
No, I actually. So are we in Etredale right now?
Former Etredale. This is a former Etredalian area. It's called Jaakelheim now.
Jaakelheim. Okay.
Not Jaakelheim. Jaakelheim.
I said
Demons.
Jaakelheim.
Yeah, I know.
Demons.
Demon Land. The
Viking
land
demons.
of the demons.
Ooh. I'm about to become very small, aren't I? I actually, I'm probably gonna have to do a check for this, but since there's demons and stuff everywhere, or the residualness of demons, can I do a check for any kind of Fey presence other than who's in the party? Any remnants or feeling that someone has either been battling with someone from the Fae?
The best you can do is as a was it Path of the Treant barbarian
plants.
is go talk to plants and be like, yo, you seen a Fae people? And that's about the best you got. Yeah, Path of the Totem Warrior Tree. You can cast Commune with Nature as a ritual.
Yeah.
When you do a spiritual version of one of the animals you choose for total spirit aspect of the beast appears, so yeah, like a stick will be like, what's up?
I love it.
You got beast sense and speak with beasts, which we've said will be like plant sense, speak with plants.
Yeah.
Lots of grass. Find some grass.
Oh, is there grass?
Grass.
It's just grass. Okay, I'm gonna go find some grass.
This is D&D5e. Funny face. Love the name. You find a patch of grass. You just kind of like skip through someone's backyard that just has a couple small pot plants that are a bit overgrown since this place has been destroyed, and a bit of lawn. That's it. Do you have Twig with you still?
I do. I do have Twig now, yeah.
Yeah, he showed up at the end of last episode.
Yeah, and I went and like put Twig on my shoulder. So Twig is here now, and I'm just gonna go and like catnip the lawn and just talk to it.
Okay.
I don't know if they're with me or not, but this is what I'm doing.
Like Tig is like rolling around in the grass, like it's a cat rolling around in catnip.
Like she full on
Yeah.
just like face in the dirt and just
Speak to me, plants.
yeah. Basically, it's just grass.
All the blades of grass talk to
Grass.
like, this woman is crazy. Okay, so is that your ritual? You're just like rubbing your face on the floor? Is this
Well,
how you're
I'm
casting
either-
a ritual spell?
I'm either gonna rub my face on the floor for the ritual spell, or I'm just gonna sit there and like lie down in it and like a sun angel and just like touch the grass and be like, it's just grass. Hello.
Okay.
I need to be touching as much grass as possible to cast this.
After a little while, as you're doing this and just sunbathing in the cloudiness, actually, Twig jumps off your shoulder and like just marches over to a plant, and is like, "You speak to Tig," and shakes a little tree, and then like sits there and actually like snaps off a little, I guess, other twig, a little branch, and then just like puts it in the ground next to you. And
Hello.
it sort of just bows to you slowly.
Okay, I'll bow back. Hi. Have you seen any other me or Faye or Tig Uncle?
It's the branches, I believe, don't like fold across it in such a way that it makes a little face, and it moves like to shake its head.
Have you heard or seen Felix?
It just like gives you that like dog cocking its head, like, what?
And I'm gonna call out to hang on a second. Yeah, I'm actually gonna call out to Sean. Not Sean. Can
Rip
someone help
through
me
the
out here,
fourth
please?
wall. Hello.
Oric. Oric, sorry. I'm sick. I'm gonna call out to Oric for help. Be like, Oric, you need to find something. Help, Tig, please.
He currently
Sister.
can't hear you. But what I
don't
will
know.
say is that Twig goes, he know only 2 people come town. And he picks up a little branch and he climbs on your shoulder and he uses it to like put like that way and like points the branch like a like a general would point at the little baton thing.
Yeah. Okay, we're going. We're marching that way.
He leads you through town, about 2-3 blocks away, and you find a man who's dressed as a sort of like a messenger. And he's got like a satchel with a bunch of letters, He's fairly well dressed, apart from the disembowelment that he's had, which you can see from claws from some like demonic hybrid person.
Okay. So. Okay.
It's not Felix.
Yeah, I figured. I'm gonna scoop him up. You said extra person, so two.
As you scoop him up,
Where other one?
he's a little old and kind of just splits a little bit in the middle. But you can carry him back to your friends, and then he'll lead you to the second one.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Just
So
like,
do you just
I
dump
found something.
dump it by Nia?
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna go over to Sloane, not to Nia. She's dealing with stuff. I'm gonna
You don't know
go,
where Sloane is because
to
she's in the
Sloane
bubble
and
with,
Auric, be like,
Yeah, okay. So you just go find them.
with Auric.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll go to where I last saw them, or think I remember seeing them.
Make an intelligence check.
I don't.
Let's see if you can find them.
This is gonna go spectacularly.
You really just want Tig to bring a corpse to Nia right now.
I just want to see if she's like, oh, I'm gonna go find Auric, but unfortunately Auric is, hidden in a bubble in a house that I don't know if she saw where it was. What did you get?
I did not. Bailey, please don't touch my dice. Sorry. 13.
I will say that is good enough to find Auric.
Wait, that's a saving throw. Yeah, I still would have made it anyway. That's great.
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough to find Auric. So you
Awesome.
find Auric and you're carrying a corpse.
I'm sitting by the door. Cause is the silence bubble still up?
It'll be down by the time she gets there. I guess that would make sense, given that she did walk across town, have a conversation, pick this thing up, and come back. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So I guess when she walks in with a corpse, what are you doing? What? Who is this?
I don't know. Tiny Tree helping Twig to help Tig find two people who walk through town. This number one, very fancy, has notes, has papers, might help you. Tig, go do stuff now. Be back. Bye-bye.
And
Find
as
this
Just deposit the.
and as she's
Yes.
like, Tiny Tree, help Twig. The Twig is like just shaking the branch at you, like.
Have I ever seen Twig before?
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
No, she hasn't.
No, you
So
haven't.
so Sloane's just
She
got
hasn't.
this bewildered look on her face, and it's just like barely processing what you're saying as there's a tiny waving branch man on your shoulder, and you're depositing this. We're saying corpse. Is he alive?
Oh, he's very dead.
I folded it in half because it was falling apart. So I just went, oh, okay. And then put it here and just
It had been
unfolded it in front of
disemboweled
you.
like to the spine. So when she picked it up, it just kind of went, and she's like, oh, bloop, like a suitcase, and then just carried it to you.
Yeah.
How is this supposed to help? When she's left, I'm just looking at this folded in half suitcase of a body, and just like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
Like, you
And-
have brains. You're smart. Tig just stronger than you. It's okay.
And she's gone. And as she leaves, you notice that you hear Auric move a little bit inside, so the bubble is down.
I wouldn't move, but I would say, just to make my presence known, because I don't think you knew I was there. Hi. Can you hear me now? You couldn't hear me before.
He just leans his head back, not to look at you, but
No, just leans it back.
he's just leans it back and doesn't say anything. But it's his
His
best iteration of
acknowledgement.
sure, you're there. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, you don't have to say anything. I just didn't want you to be by yourself. Can I do anything for you?
As he sits up. No. No.
Will you tell me if you do need something?
I need to be alone. For now.
Well, just forget that I'm here and it'll be like you're alone.
Fine. He stands up and drags any kind of small table over towards her and just slams a piece of paper down and kind of drops a pencil. If you're going to be here, then you better work.
As you do that, due to your passive perception, I imagine being higher than 0, you notice the body. And
Who's this?
you'd also notice that there's like some notes spilling out of the satchel.
I don't know. Tig just brought him to the room. I don't know what to do with it, but these seem like they'd be useful. I tried to read them, but it's too hard. Here.
Orc will take the bundle and return to the table he was sitting at and drag the chair in and kind of just lean forward, head in hand, just like back to work. And I'll take a look at the papers.
Okay.
I'll start practicing my name and his name.
You should practice other names too.
Well, give me other names to practice, and I will practice them.
Sloane, how do you spell Nia?
Give me a minute.
Many hours later.
How do you spell Tig?
That's one I can do. That's got 3 sounds.
So does Nia.
Just blow my mind.
Yeah, watch that.
It does. You're right. You're right. There's 3 sounds.
I
So,
have to say, I feel like Nia's name would be easier to learn than Sloan or Auric. They're already dealing with like really
Wait
problematic.
till you see how I'm going to spell it. Wait till you see how I'm going to spell it.
the
All
notes,
the letters for Nia are in Auric and Sloane.
Yes, but sounds are different than letters.
so when you now you've blown Sean's mind.
I'm trying to see how different the sounds are in my head.
So the letters that you are reading there, Sean, you have dispatches that go between what's meant to be troop transports coming in with requests for supplies and a few other things. There's lots of sort of like administrative stuff. There's a lot of letters from peoples in different towns that are trying to get letters out of Jaakelheim over to Etredale to family members. There's
These have
one.
dates on them.
Pardon?
Do these have dates on them just so we can kind of see when this all went to shit?
Is it the body's not too long dead, but because of the distance travel, they're all between 4 and 2 weeks old.
Okay.
One of the newest ones, which has a script on the front written in a form of my brain is blanking on the word. Sylvan.
Form of Sylvan.
Yeah. Which I believe you read, yes? Yep.
Yep. Sylvan, Celestial, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Infernal.
Okay. And it just says to the Legion, which is an adventuring guild. I think you guys have run into a couple of times now. The letter reads, "You don't know me, but we can help each other immeasurably. My name is Iskander, and I made a terrible mistake in joining the Cult of the Dragon. The cult's horrifying plans are sure to bring doom to us all, but I can stop those plans with your help. Rescue me from the cult's clutches and I'll deliver to you the prize of prizes, the Blue Dragon Mask. Without it, Severin faces an insurmountable setback in his efforts to call Tiamat back to our world. The mask is here in Xonthal's tower, being studied and guarded by only a handful of wizards, including myself. The danger of my treason becoming known grows with every passing day, and if I'm discovered, I'll surely be killed. Please hurry for the sake of everyone and everything you value.
What was this guy's name again?
Iskander. Iskander. Look at all my players taking notes. Oh, it's so lovely. I like it's so good.
You act like I didn't take notes this entire campaign, Kyle.
I didn't know if you even know how to use a pen, Shelby. Okay.
Look how many I take so far. Also, look how I spelled.
I love that so
I love it.
What was the place that it's called, that it's being held in called?
Xonthal's Tower.
Xonthal.
Xonthal''S.
That was the Blue Dragon Mask that was there.
Mhm.
It's being studied by
wizards.
a couple
including
mages,
himself.
a couple wizards.
Yeah, a
including
few
himself.
wizards.
And Iskander expressed regret for joining the cult, right?
Oh yeah, he ain't. He thinks he's made a mistake in joining.
So he's basically sending out an SOS to this adventuring guild. Come get me, and if you find this, we can stop the cult.
Yeah, but even if that letter had possibly made it to where it's going, you guys have killed the the best of the old Legion. So, you know, ooh.
Well, you know, it is what it is.
Hang on, so this party killed the Legion?
As in Oryx, Sloan, Nia, Leaf, Saros have killed lots of good adventurers in their day.
Lots of the Legion specifically.
Yeah.
By lots of good adventurers, one fucker died in a fight in the fighting pits, and then a guy got mad at us. And then I think there was also the was that place called the Temple of the Immortals, the place that Hexen went and was like, hey, my sister's a crazy dragon that's attacking villages, so help me come capture her. I remember he lied to a guild about that as well.
Oh, the guild, the adventurers that were with Hexen when they ambushed us.
Was that them?
Were they Legion? We have no
Maybe.
idea.
I don't think so. I don't think that was the name. I'll have to go back in my notebook.
We're going to.
Yeah, well, I tried to restrain one of them, and then.
Then Sloan nearly killed him.
Yeah.
Continuing on. Yes, that is the most of the messages from there are more or less letters to families. There's that one, and then administrative stuff.
There's no indication on the letter about where Xonthal's tower is.
No, you can see from a few other letters that it's almost like they've named the village nearby Xonthal's Tower because there's a giant tower. It's a landmark. They name villages after landmarks.
Okay. Let me see. Sloan.
Yes.
I've nearly mastered this, but it may still have some unexpected side effects. You stay here.
Mastered what?
Just a little way of finding people.
Ulrich, you are clearly not ready to be doing some more magic. You are very tired. You should rest.
Just one more.
You always say that. You should
Maybe
rest.
2 more, actually.
Nope.
Ulrich will smile at her.
You need to rest.
Dimension door out of
Fuck you.
here to the edge of the village.
So you leave me with a folded dead body and some words that are not spelled. Well, one word spelled correctly.
Yep.
One is. I tried.
You can transcribe the notes if you want. That'll help you learn letters.
That's true.
That's true.
That would help practice, so that I imagine that I'll grumble and just be like, fuck this guy. And just start copying the letters over.
Okay.
For some practice.
What are you doing there, Sean?
I am going to realize that I don't have Scry prepared today, so I can't do this.
Oh, please walk of shame back to the room and just be like, I couldn't do
I
it.
did not prepare Scry today.
Okay.
Because I put a bunch of battle magic in my...
Yeah, go take a
in my
nap,
arsenal.
Orin. Good God.
I can't nap.
Okay.
All
Take a meditation.
I'll walk back.
And I'll show you that I've been working on the... I was working on the handwriting, copying the letters over.
While you two be bratty to each other, Nia,
I'm trying really hard not to.
what are you doing?
He's being the brat.
Sounded so bratty.
He's the brat.
He started it.
He started it.
You're both continuing it, so I'm
Josh.
finishing it.
Nia,
Gonna
what are you
time out
doing
both
right
of
now?
you. I think Nia might. She's tired, but I don't think she's gonna try and actually go to sleep yet. I actually think Nia might try and meditate and reach out to and try and find anything left of the dragon, or just to be at some sort of inner peace. Nia needs some time to shut her brain off and practice some mindfulness techniques, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to try and, I guess meditate is the best way I can put it, center herself like the way she used to at the temple.
Okay. Just make a wisdom check.
Why is it always wisdom? Can I use my, dang it, I can't. No, I used the reroll. Dang it. Never mind. Oh well. Let's go. Hey, okay, that's a 13.
Mm.
That's okay for
Why does
Nia.
that show me what you're rolling?
I don't know. Check the chat though, because this definitely went out to everyone.
It just says 1d20 take 2. Thank you, game. Alright, so
Well, it definitely says 13.
okay, so you kind of just sit there and meditate. You start thinking about that both your brothers are dead. One makes you very unhappy. One,
I don't know if she's happy about
well,
Hexen's death. I think it's
that's
a
why I
relief.
said it's unhappy about the younger, but not necessarily unhappy, not necessarily happy about the older, because yes, this person that was not great to you is he's still your brother, still family. There's a lot of emotions wrapped up in that, which don't necessarily make you like, yes, my brother's dead. Time to celebrate and party, and you know, your dad's started a new family. The family you hope to have both here and far away are very strange. And Aaron is waiting.
If these thoughts start coming in and they start kind of doing what they normally do and making her question if she's doing the right thing, I would like her to try and focus on memories of her uncle instead. All the ones that she'd been lost for about a year and was the catalyst for all of this. I would like her to start trying to remember his voice and what he taught her.
I'm trying to figure out my mic. I'm sorry to everyone's about to hear a lot of noise. I'm trying to figure out why my mic is so sensitive. It's around the wrong way and it's pointing straight at the desk, which is probably why you're hearing every bang and click.
Headphone users, take your headphones out for a moment.
Yeah, which is why I gave them a little bit of warning. So yes, I've moved it up and hopefully that's not quite so bad on the desk. Right. Unfortunately right now your thoughts are fairly intrusive. And you start feeling pretty guilty about the fact that the person you've came here to save is so close in Sloan's sword, but that's still very far away to fixing. If you can find a way to break the sword or get enough power, sure, but it's there's a lot involved there.
I think if that's the feeling that keeps staying, I don't think she's gonna fight it. I think she's gonna try and let it be there and let it pass. She's always tried to push away her guilt or rationalize it. I think she's just gonna let herself sit with it and come to terms with it.
This isn't the day it passes. Not with what you rolled. It's going to take some more time.
No, I just think that's what she's going to try and do, is stop trying to fight the feeling, stop trying to rationalize the feeling, and just let the feeling be there. And finally accept that it's there and she needs to find a way to make it better that isn't what she's been doing.
Yeah. Okay. I've decided I want some coffee, so we're going to take a 5-minute break. Unless Sarah wants to make me a coffee. Didn't think so. So, I know a couple of you
I'll
have got
make you
up
a coffee.
Oh, thanks, babe. Alright. So, he's gonna make it and cough in
Congratulations,
it.
Sean. He's your problem now.
Give me another week off work. I'm running away to America to be with Sean, Sarah. He does things for me that you just can't. Anyways.
Thank you.
We'll be back in just a couple minutes. I'm just gonna make a quick coffee. If you need to take a break for drink, whatever, go nuts. And then we'll probably have you guys have a night's sleep and move on in the morning. See you all in a minute. Bye bye bye. Now where is the break button? We're back. Hi everybody. Shannon's actually asleep. The way you look like you were like.
I'm taking notes.
No, I'm taking notes. What do you mean? It's
Always a chance to bully Shannon.
See, Sean would have actually been asleep. It just you did look asleep for a second. I'm sorry.
I did. I did.
But
I'm not. I am very awake.
very awake.
For once.
Yeah. It's because you had, what did you call it? A glorious nap.
A glorious nap. It was excellent.
I have those sometimes when I finish work. I'm like, I'm just going to sit on the couch and watch an episode of... Oh, it was 4 hours. Anyways. Right. So. You were going to go to sleep. That was the plan. But I've had a request from Schubels that you want to talk to Sloan.
Yeah,
So-
there's I think that with what's just happened and the feeling she's having right now, I think it's finally time for Nia to talk to Sloan about this.
I'd eventually I think are we making like a camp somewhere? Are we all gonna meet up somewhere?
We just have a bunch of abandoned buildings everywhere. I assume we're just gonna crash.
They're mostly
on one of them.
picked clean. Like you could scrounge up a few mattresses and things.
Yeah. So I imagine we've done that, and I'll walk in holding my transcript of the notes, and kind of just looking at them, and just cannot fathom why they look so goddamn different.
Nia, the only different thing is Nia is now wearing that symbol of Saranar, much like how she used to with her platinum scale. If you guys remember. on the outside of her armor. She hasn't tucked it down into her breastplate.
Do you, Nia, do you have any idea why is writing so difficult?
It takes
I-
a lot of practice.
I copied its exact, well, apparently not exactly, but I don't.
Let me see. And she'll take them and she'll look at them back and forth and
A lot of backwards letters, Sloan.
Do you want some help?
Honestly, I think I need a break for tonight. I've been writing all afternoon. But thank you. How are you?
I feel a lot of things.
Me too. What are the ones you're feeling right now?
I don't... It kind of just hit that both my brothers are gone and my father's moved on. My new family now is strange. Not a bad strange, it's just we're an eccentric bunch, I think.
And when you say your new family, you mean us, right? Not other people? Knowing exactly who she's referencing.
That's when she kind of like looks off to the side for a second and just says, I don't know. I have a lot of feelings about them.
Even if they were nice to you, Nia, they weren't nice to us. And I don't think they were truthful in being nice to you.
Sam never told a lie. Everything he said to me has been some level of true. But I don't think what they want me to do is a good thing anymore. But I don't know how to... I don't know what I'm gonna do. But they're not here now and they can't come here, so...
And we don't need to figure that out tonight.
Yeah, I have time, I can think, And I think as she's like saying that, she kind of finally looks at like your sword, because your khopesh, I imagine, is on your back.
Mm-hmm.
Son, could I... It's about your sword.
What about it?
For the record, has anybody told me about the fact Sloan went inside the sword? Has that been information that has been descended to this child?
Were you there?
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Or were you
I was
out?
dead. I was
That's right, you were
dead.
Yeah.
But Sloane's gone in the sword before.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is something I know.
You
I
knew,
wasn't sure if
she
that
went
was
into the
only...
sword when she gave her soul
right, You're right. I wasn't sure if that was Nia or Aurelia.
Here.
Got it.
Also, real quick, are you guys like talking like right outside of the room that Oric was in with Sloane? Or
We're
did you
at
guys
wherever
go
we're
away?
We're at wherever
So
we're
I
camping.
imagine we would have scrounged together something and we're all
Okay.
kind of together. So if you want to be around and listening.
You might be in like the
Okay.
next room if you want to be, or you can
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
in a pile of
'cause
pillars.
I'm not gonna interrupt, but Oric is definitely listening.
Cool.
When you went into the sword, have you ever seen people that the sword took? And do you know if it's possible to get them out?
Well, this is something that I have a lot of feelings about. Yes, I see people in there, mostly screaming and clawing at me. I don't know if there is a way to get them out.
You can talk
Do I
to
know
it,
there's a way
right?
to get them out? I don't think so.
Yeah, the way
Yeah,
you
I don't
got
think so
Amir
either.
out was the way you got Amir out was you gave your
that was
soul to it.
correct. I pledged myself to the sword, so
Yeah, that was and
So then
getting
I'll
Mia
say-
back was you
Yeah.
know murder.
yeah. So then I'll say, the one time it did work, I think I made a bad choice.
But you
But
can
I don't
talk
regret
to
it.
But you can talk to it, right?
It's easier to talk to it after a fight. But yes,
I want to get 2 people out.
2. Who?
My brother and Aaron.
I think I understand why.
You don't deserve to be there. They didn't do anything
Nobody
to deserve
deserves
to
to.
be there.
No.
Some people deserve to be in a place like that, but they don't. And I know that it wasn't your fault. And so I
No,
wanted
but
to
I
ask
was
you
responsible.
to help. I wanted to ask you to help me. I don't know if there's a way to go in and just find them.
I can try and talk to the person in charge, but I would not get your hopes up. I do not think it is, at least right now, I don't think it's possible.
The next time
But
you try, could I try
I will
with
ask.
The next time you try, could I try with you? And if Saren talked to it, could I try?
It's very dangerous, Nia. I don't want...
She
I
just
shouldn't
kind of
even be...
she just kind of looks at you and says, "Sloan, I've already seen the abyss."
But that doesn't mean you need to see more.
I don't think I could see worse than what I already see when I go to bed.
Okay, then, let me say it another way. I don't want you to be in any more trouble. This was my doing, and as you say, even if...
But it was my fault that no one was there to stop you. If I'd been there, I might have been able to stop you. Stop all of this, stop you from even getting to the sword in the first place. This is both of our fault in some way, and so we both should be the one to fix it. I wasn't there to guard the sword, and you shouldn't have taken it, but there's nothing we can do about that now. All we can do is try to fix it. And I don't want you to do it alone. Please, Sloan. Please let me help.
Let me think about it before I give an answer, because the last time I did something without thinking, I ended up with a war god in my brain.
Okay.
But I appreciate it.
Nia, if you or do you stay at that point, or do you
Yeah.
if you step
Also-
out at all, like Auric is just eyes are staring right. Like if you have any way to glean to see Auric at all here, you could just hear like the scribbling stop, and you just would see him looking at you and then look slowly down to his notes.
I think Nia's gonna call that out. Because I think that, like, during this whole conversation, Nia's a nervous person, so she's, like, always looking around. And
Yeah.
if we're all in the same room, you're not hard to notice. What? What was that look for?
Well, we've been so divided that we haven't even discussed what any of us have learned. The souls in your sword are, in my calculus, plan to release when we release you from this sword.
How are we supposed to do that?
Confine or kill a god, maybe? Take their soul, offer it to another god.
Oh, is that all?
We've technically fought one before. Part of one, at least.
There's a tome in Xonthal's tower. I'm not only going to this tower, the cult. There is a tome there with ancient magics that I was promised help with discerning so that we can find the war god within you.
As you say that, her eyes flash red for a moment. You, good to know.
It was only a matter
Who
of
hears
time.
that? Me? Do I hear that? Or
do we all hear
everybody
that?
hear that?
Everyone hears
Everyone.
that.
Everybody hears that.
It came from your mouth as well. Like you actually said it in his voice.
Ah, and then I'll
You can like
go.
feel, you can like taste blood, like in your throat and mouth as well, like his charnel breath.
Who is in Sloan or Sword?
Ursamir.
God of War. Who compressed his plane into a sword and put it on the mortal plane.
Use Tig words.
Big bad demon. Put home in small box or sword. And
Where did you find Big Bad Demon?
In my
it's a
home.
sensitive topic.
No. I mean, place. Like, where?
The Abyss. It is a demon from the Abyss that turned its home into a sword and put it here.
No. You found.
Where did we find the sword?
Someone found it in Nia's temple.
No.
And
No.
Wait, okay, since I finally have keeper knowledge again, do I remember where the sword was from? Where it was found originally? I imagine that is something I was taught. If I was taught to protect this relic, I would have been taught the history of the relic.
You know, it was just found standing in the center of a battlefield.
It was found in the center of a battlefield a really long time ago. We don't know how it got there. We just know it was there and we were supposed to protect it.
I took it before I knew better.
Tig need brain help.
What is it?
Twig is going to jump up onto your antlers and start with his little tiny pointy fingers like massaging your temples.
Oh. Tig, what is it?
So Tig went asking Tiny Tree Branch if any other Fae came here to town. Thank you, Twig. It said 2 people, found one, gave to you. Tig went asking about Fae because Tig wanted to find family to help you. And you said, Nia said, God of Hunt. and Sloane said war god. And Oryx say find war god in Abyss. And Tig remember going to Faye to meet Cornflake uncle, who fought Felix to say that we had to find Cornflake brother, so Tig other uncle in Abyss.
I love intelligence 5
Cornflake?
characters.
Cornflake is your uncle?
Conan, Kernan,
Kundenson? Kundenson? We'll stick with Cornflake. Cananos.
Person.
Kernanos Tig uncle, and Kernanos angry brother in Abyss, and Tig and Felix and Val and Book meant to go and find angry uncle in Abyss, but told not a good idea, because very bad. So Tig nice uncle, god of hunt, Tig angry uncle, god of war, and not to go get, but could summon him, but would not be a good idea.
Are you saying that your uncle is the god of war?
Yes.
Ursamir?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, it is.
Auric, make a history and religion check.
Tig's just like, yes,
Boss.
I got the correct answer. This is all she's understanding right now.
Nia's just staring
You
between the
communicated
three
effectively.
adults. Nia's just staring between Tig and Oric, like, wait.
21 on history.
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the other one? Religion?
Religion.
Why was your
15.
uncle in a sword?
All
I'm
right.
just gonna high five Twig, like, I got it. Tig, remember.
So Twig holds up its hand, and then you go, and Twig just disappears for a moment. It just
Oh, bye.
flies off out the window, and then just comes running back. Kernanos is a Fey demigod, god of the hunt, protector of the Feywild's borders on the Shadow Plane, and makes sure everything stays healthy. He calls the Wild Hunt. He was gravely injured in a battle with the green head of Tiamat when it was overcome by the Shadow Plane, making it very big and powerful and scary. It is thought that his brother is please hold when my brain loads. Baphomet.
Oh.
Who used to be a god of, like an evil god of blood and hey, Waffles Maple Syrup, thank you very much for the raid. Who used to be a god of, like, the bad, like, blood and savagery. But he was he's a demon lord, which kind of like started to ascend to that. When the Minotaurs were more or less wiped out centuries ago, them being his main followers, really weakened him, which means when Yosemir came along, he more or less supplanted Baphomet as the god of blood and savagery. There's a lot more to it, but you'd have to go do more research. This is all you know right now.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was definitely back from me. I just checked my notes.
So she's like, yes, but was also very confused. So
no.
you can you know what she's kind of saying at this point, though. Like, you can put all the pieces together with your knowledge.
So Tig is trying to say, I'll fill in some of the blanks. Her uncle, she is thinking of the demon lord Baphomet, who is the assumed brother of Canonus. But it is related to your sword, Sloane, in that it is said Baphomet once ruled the layer of the abyss that Isomia had taken. War, blood, violence. When Baphomet was weakened at the destruction of his followers. Giving a moment for Ursamir to take up his titles.
Baphomet really big and mean, hurt Felix. Tig does not like Baphomet. Baphomet just no.
No.
That face.
One more demon lord on the list. But Baphomet does not have power in that part of the abyss anymore. What you're saying Baphomet is with Canonus?
No. Tig last saw Baphomet with lots of books. Like
Library.
Library. Yes.
Most Baphomet in a library.
Many books, library, many shiny knight ladies, all the same one, Hera, and Baphomet there. That's the last time Tig saw Baphomet. And Felix blew up, but Tig fixed.
Felix blew up.
Yes. So Tig
should
here
really
to
connect
help
with him.
find Felix and tell you.
Make another religion check, please, anyone, upon hearing Hera.
Gladly. This is gonna go terribly.
I forgot I'm supposed to be doing these with disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
11.
1.
2.
11.
11.
Hera, I'm just going to tell you the basics of Hera, nothing too deep. Hera is a neutral to good goddess of death, remembrance, and the passage of souls.
Nah. Don't imagine she likes me that much then.
She lives in, or she resides in a labyrinth library.
It's wait. I died, and I remember a thing was said that I was gonna go to the labyrinth. Do I remember that? It's been a few days since I died, so I had time to parse through those
intelligence
memories.
check.
Intelligence, go. Well, that's a 7. Never mind.
You do not remember anything.
Come on.
You were dead.
Aw, boo.
So
I just remember all the horrific stuff. I don't remember anything useful.
yeah,
Cool.
see it into your psyche. Right.
Okay.
So with that, I'm going to say that you guys all start settling down for the night.
Yeah.
Given what you've been through, I'm going to say that you allow yourself some extra rest, and by the time you all sort of get up, a good 12 hours have passed. Like, you probably went to sleep at like 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and you get up at 8 or 9 o'clock the needed it.
Bend
So,
on my head,
anyone that's an elf, you have had several long rests, effectively. Does 4 hours count as a long rest for you, or do you still need the 8 hours? It's just 4 hours refreshes spells. Is there a
Nope,
difference?
4 hours for an 4 hours for an elf is a long rest because they don't
Cool.
they trance, they don't sleep.
All right. Yeah, I'm resetting you
Yeah.
effectively for the season.
Cool.
Yay.
Cool.
Wait, so does that mean
Um,
we can all just
Do a
go
normal
max?
long rest.
Um.
Are we all just putting ourselves back up at max, or are we just rolling all over?
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
doing a normal
rest.
three short rests. At least for me, is enough to get me out.
Your long rest hit dice pool. You would only get to roll twice because the middle one would be needed to replenish the first one's used. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. I'm happy to say that you're all at max. You can't heal immediately anymore with those.
I'm
right?
fine. I just don't want to be at 26 hit points anymore.
Haha. You actually wake to someone. Nia? Hello?
Do I know who's calling my name?
God damn it, girl, where are you? Yeah.
Neil, look out a window.
Yeah.
Who is this? Who the fuck are you?
Tamel's just walking down the street.
Oh, Dad! Oh my God, Dad! I go out. Fuck.
He's got a pack on. He's got a small warhammer on his hip, and then he's got a long sort of greatsword on his back. He usually uses hammers, but he's got a sword for this.
I'm sure I've seen him use a greatsword before. We sparred a few times. I go out to meet him, please.
As you go running out, he's like, "Hi, I couldn't let you do all this."
I hug him
Just
immediately.
Just
Yep.
good to see you too. I felt wrong letting you come all this way without. Seem to get into trouble a lot.
She's freshly covered in bandages. Yeah, way more bandages than she was last time we saw her.
I had Yaako drop me a little while up the coast, and I walked all night. You okay to have an old man come for a walk with you?
Yeah. Is Yaako gonna be okay?
You'll be fine. Got a crew.
Yeah, I'm more concerned with the alcohol.
You'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, we're all. I think the others might still be asleep. Come on, I'll show you.
And as you guys are all like packing up and getting ready to move, and Tamel walks in waving, we're actually going to end the session there so that Shannon's exploding into babies doesn't make her too tired.
I'm just so happy Dad is here.
Thank you.
You will always refer to it as exploding into babies.
I'm aware.
I just want to make sure that I look
I
after
know.
you.
I'm very grateful. Thank you.
And so high. So we're going to try to make the sessions a little shorter than they were in the past, and we're going to try to start a little earlier in the coming weeks. There'll probably be a slow wind back from 9, 8:30, 8 o'clock. We'll just see how myself and Shro handle the early mornings. And when is daylight savings finishing?
November.
I have time. It's fine.
You've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Daylight savings always goes off in March and ends in November.
The baby shall be here then.
Baby shall
Yes.
be here then.
I proclaimed that like it was a prophecy.
I mean, you're not wrong.
By November, the baby shall arrive. Chosen one, destined to destroy us all.
Yes.
The one whose face he who shall not be named.
Well,
Yeah.
he'll be named eventually.
Born as the 7th month dies.
Anyways, can I get a quick round of favorite moments? Since we did finish early, I'm going to let this go a little bit longer since Shannon was like, I'm fine for now. So hopefully she can enjoy people saying nice things about her. Because what we're going to do is, we are going to get everyone to say their favorite moment from themselves, their favorite moment from one other person, and their favorite moment about Shannon.
Oh. You don't have to do that.
Yep, we're doing it now.
Yes.
Alright,
I
so
agree with
we're
this.
gonna start in reverse order because Shannon would be last this way, so you can hear all the nice things. Shelby, favorite moment about yourself?
I really liked Nia's attempt to start mending her relationship with Saranarik without having Sam to be there to stop her. I think that was really beneficial, tipping which road she's gonna take when she finally has to make a choice.
Okay.
Favorite moment for someone else is I love Tig. Everything. Just everything about her. I love her. She's great. She's wonderful. And Shannon, I adore Sloane and her attempt at writing. It is so precious.
Thanks.
Okay.
She's trying really hard.
Trying so hard. So hard. Nia's gonna help.
Do you want to tell us who you are, where you're from? We'll do the goodbye at the same time, sort of thing.
Hi. Shelby. Shibby-dibby-doo. What's the why you work? Lots of names. Probably not ever gonna change them. Just many identities. I'm here all the time. Here, play Nia here. I also play another teenager that's much more well-adjusted named Lyra over on our Thursday game, which is a World of Darkness game. And I also play over on Crit Failsafe, where I play an angry Slavic lady in London.
Okay. Alright, next along. Shro, tell us your favorite moment about yourself.
Having an aneurysm, trying to recall a memory that really wasn't
That was great.
that long ago to Tig, but in terms of the world, it was a long time ago because she was asleep as a tree for many years. But
You
she
entered
doesn't know that.
the Odin sleep, yes?
Yeah, full on Odin sleep as a tree. That was my favorite Tig moment, having an aneurysm over that. And then it was favorite Shannon moment.
Favorite just anyone else moment. Just choose a
Favorite
person.
anyone else moment. Okay.
Could be me, Sean, me, Shelby.
I think it'd
Me.
be Sean. It'd be my favorite moment was like for other players would be Sean. Just like wrapping up and swaddling and being all mysterious. I know it really wasn't in character, but it just was great. And he stayed swaddled up for so long. And I was like, it was just cute. I could just imagine Auric being all swaddled up, like emotionless, going, this is thematically correct, therefore it's applicable. Like, it just made sense. My cats are fighting in a shopping bag. And my favorite Shannon moment.
Get him, Bailey.
Yeah, good girl. Just not knowing what to do with the like suitcase body. Just like, I don't know what to do with this.
What the fuck do you bring this to me for?
Yeah,
I don't do magic.
And then the level of rage that briefly existed of, it's okay, you've got brains, but you're not as strong as teeth. It's just like, how do I respond to that?
I don't know how to respond. Shannon doesn't know how to respond to that because Shannon's very competitive.
I know. And I loved it. So that was my favorite.
love it.
Okay. Sean. Actually, no, wait. Troy. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do?
Oh, that's right. Hi guys, I'm Shro Grill. Currently I kind of just exist here. Other than that, I'm just living life in the meat space, as Dan calls it.
Good old
You can
sword.
find me here at this time, same place, same stupid alignment of Tig. And yeah, that's basically me. I play Tig. Barbarian. Not smart.
Okay. Sorry, Sean. Now you can speak.
Can I talk now?
You can. You have permission.
I have permission. I am very loopy right now because I'm feeling very sick, but my favorite personal moment was I liked just the scene of feeling other people's feelings and being like, no, No. Get those fuck away from me. I do not want those. I do not want them at all.
Out of here.
I loved Nia's actual prayer and the praying moment. I thought it was really genuine, and like perfectly timed and short and sweet, and hits the right check marks for Nia. I was really impressed with that small scene, and it paid off. Shannon. No, I liked Shannon's. I liked Sloane's. This is kind of the first episode where Sloane is back to, like, child parenting Warwick. Like, she is more of the child, but she is parenting. So I really liked Sloane coming to his room and waiting there for him to acknowledge her and checking in on him. It was nice return after the arguments that happened last season. I'm Sean O'Donovan, and I am dying inside. But I am an immortal being, so I'll still be around. And part of my responsibilities as an immortal being is creative directing Paradise Productions, and DMing over there, and giving long-winded but funny recaps over here. Over there, I give shorter recaps that are more succinct. But this has been me. So bye.
He's the other reason we're ending
I play
early,
Auric.
so he can go sleep. He does play Auric. He has a great job. He finally got the role of Auric after 2 years.
I got it.
You got it, buddy.
Oh gosh!
Congratulations.
Cannot wait.
The
to talk
pay
to
is
my
terrible,
agents.
and there are no benefits.
Hell yeah!
All right, Shannon.
That's me.
Here's you.
Let's see.
She got notes.
I have notes. I know I can reference them. I really enjoyed meeting Twig. I did not get to meet Twig before, and just the way that you roleplay with Twig at the tiny little branch, like, it's just so freaking adorable. So that was a lot of fun. I loved the Nia and Sloane chat. I feel like this season is about repairing relationships, and I think we're off to a pretty great start. And I don't know, that felt good. I don't have any other words other than that felt good. It felt right. So here's to many more Nia and Sloane chats in the future. I liked that Auric chose to try and block out the feelings and not deal with it, but was still feeling them. And that's kind of like, that's for both of you, like my two DMs. I like the imagery of, like, I'm gonna not feel these things, but no, you're gonna feel them anyway because they're feelings and they don't really go away. I don't know, it's interesting to see Auric try and deal with feelings without a soul. And I also just, like, very grumpily dragged over a table and was like, work. If you're gonna be here, you're gonna work. That was fun. Yeah. Oh, for me, personal moment, I've decided that this is the season Sloane is starting to take responsibility for her actions. Not that she didn't before, but, like, actually making good on taking responsibility and, like, trying to help Nia and help Auric and just be a helper. And she's had her time to be sad and be angry, and now it's time to deal with it. grew up a little bit. So I'm excited to see where that goes.
Like Nia and Sloan are in the exact same place in that respect, in like a really weird way.
I am paying full attention to what you're saying, but also the cat claw coming around, being like, I
Yep.
wanna attack this thing is amazing.
Yep.
Right, that leaves it to me.
Wait. Hi, I'm Shannon. I'm also from Paradise Productions, and I community manage, and I play Scarlet, my beloved rogue, on Monday nights. And Sean blew my fucking mind tonight, realizing that we only have like 3 months of the game left before I, quote, explode into babies.
Explode.
So, yeah.
Get ready for your first campaign to end.
I don't.
Well, not your
no,
first
I don't
campaign,
want-
but the first ending of a campaign.
I don't want it. No, thank you.
It's a tough time to end a campaign
is.
for the
Thanks.
first time. It's
Yes,
Okay,
you're gonna
but it is
be
both-
extra
it is
hormonal
both
and
super
emotional as well. So like, it's just gonna be
It's
this,
not great.
and then
Shannon,
yeah,
Timing is
It
not
is-
great.
it's
Shannon,
he's
it
gonna
is
hit
going
you with
to
all
be
these
scary,
moments, and
but
you're just
it's
gonna be like,
also-
oh, what does that happen?
It's gonna
I'm
be
just gonna call
scary,
him and just be
but-
like, Sean, why?
It's gonna be scary, but it's also going to be really amazing. You never
very
forget the first
bittersweet.
campaign you finish.
This also, I imagine, applies to babies. It's gonna be really scary, but you'll never forget your first. Yes.
I don't think she'll cry as much as Reese.
Oh yeah. No, Reese. I don't know if anyone
I
actually
was
saw.
sweet.
You all
This
didn't
way.
see me
Shannon
lose
is,
my shit when Scarlet died, so the first time.
Yeah.
The only time, but yeah, so.
Okay, then you'll be missed.
So
Don't worry, I
did see you
provide
lose your-
aftercare. For
I
any
did see you lose your-
campaign
does.
ending.
I
Very,
did see
very
you lose
much
your
so.
crap when you bombed a village, though. So I think I've seen something.
I do try to provide aftercare for you guys, but generally it's so late. You're like, I just want to go to sleep. Leave me alone, and you just leave. So, my favorite stuff. I'm a terrible DM, so I haven't got anything about myself. But
Don't you dare
My
say
favorite-
that. No, I refuse. No. I refuse to accept that. I refuse. I refuse. You
fishing.
need to say something nice
Not
about
fishing, I
yourself
don't-
right
Yeah,
now.
you have to.
You
You
have,
have to.
I felt
have
subpar
to.
today.
But you ran a game for us. That's amazing, and we had fun.
Yes. I thoroughly enjoyed the emotions you forced into Oryx's head.
Mm-hmm.
I just like the way how you handled how everybody's feeling.
Okay, guys, I said he needs to come up with one. Shut up.
Building him up, Shannon.
I liked the way that I forced emotions into Oryx's head and handle how everyone was feeling. Happy,
Okay.
Shannon?
I'll
So
accept
one
it.
more, please.
I liked just the little moment of the god being like, I haven't forgotten. Like you seem to have forgotten about me. I am still here.
Good
That was-
to know. That
yeah.
was good. The tasting of the blood. That was cool.
My favorite player moment had to be showing me like, I'm done, and teleports away. And then it's like, I don't have the spell. And it's like
Yes,
walking back to
definitely.
I like to imagine Oryx stayed out there for a while too. Just
Yep.
like
Just being
make
like
sure-
so
Sulking.
pissed.
Sloan thinks he's doing something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys can hear, but the cat is meowing at the microphone.
Oh.
She's
Uh,
trying to join in.
The favorite Shannon moment definitely was the caring moment with Sean, where you sat in the room. You're like, I'm here. You don't have to say anything, but I'm here. And him abruptly kind of ruining it, by like, work. And you're like, oh, cool, okay.
Well, first he said, "Get out. I want to be alone."
Yeah, and you're like, but you can be alone with friends. And just sat there.
Exactly. just ignore me.
Yeah.
Fine.
You're already
work.
good at that.
You should start swaddling Oryx. He'll be more.
Yes.
Just
You know, it
picks him up.
Right.
Swaddling
Hush,
does help
little
with fussy
baby.
babies,
So-
Unhand me, Sloan. I have work to do.
So it was good. I enjoyed
On your
the session.
nose.
Hi, my name's Nova. I DM here, run Roll for Damage. Have other games that run the channel. which is run by Kelsey, or Rogue Uzu, who is amazing and runs the Water Darkness game. They are moving at the moment, so I think that's why they had to take this week off. Or something
I
like
think
that.
we're back on. Yeah, there was a moving issue. I think we're back on next week, though. I think.
Okay, we're a bit up and down at the moment. It's just hectic for everyone.
Life.
Yeah, life in general. I know, like after this week, on Sunday night, there's in 3 weeks off of D6 Black Archives as well. So it's just how it be. But yeah, we'll be back next week with more Scales Above, and hopefully we'll have a full cast and a better overlay next week. We'll just see how we go. We're gonna run a 30-second ad and then raid. If you can stick around, it really helps the channel out. So please stick around for the ad, and then we'll raid someone and throw all the love you can at them, because we love you. Thank you for being here. Sean, wave crazily.
Ah! 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 Ah, I'm trapped. Oh no!
Bye, guys. Where's my end screen?